map reading and other activities. And the Gujarat police claim terror mastermind Mufti Abu Bashir Kazmi has confessed to his role in the Ahmedabad blast. The Rajasthan police now want his custody to probe his role in the Jaipur blast that killed 68 innocent people and injured more than 200. Rajasthan Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje said that the police were close to cracking the case.
Gujarat and Rajasthan police carried out a series of raids in Vadodara and Kota through Tuesday, even as a crime branch claimed Mufti Abu Bashir confessed to his involvements in the Ahmedabad blasts. Gujarat police crime branch claimed the terror kingpin Mufti Abu Bashir had admitted he plotted the blast in Ahmedabad and also hinted at his role in the blast at Jaipur and the planting of bombs in Surat.
गुजरात पुलिस ने उत्तर प्रदेश ATS के हेल्प से पकड़ा, बाद में यहाँ पर लाया गया और उसकी पूछताछ चल रही है। उसमें काफी चीजें उसने रिवील की है, जिसमें गुजरात अहमदाबाद के ब्लास्ट में तो उसका इन्वॉल्वमेंट क्लियर कट निकल रहा है।
Earlier in the day, Rajasthan Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje claimed the Rajasthan police were extremely close to cracking the Jaipur blast case. Police are also seeking the custody of Mufti Abu Bashir in connection with the Jaipur blasts. Police detained 2 doctors, one for allegedly supplying ammonium nitrate for the blasts. Based on Bashir's confession, sources say a chemist was arrested by the police in Kota. The Rajasthan and Gujarat police are also hunting for Tawqir, the absconding IT engineer who put the explosives together before the Ahmedabad blasts.
Oh, I think that everybody has to work in tandem, and perhaps some leads have come where they were not available to us. So it's not a question of that. Everything, all of these things happen together.
The Gujarat police now want to interrogate Simi chief Safdar Nagori, presently in the custody of the Madhya Pradesh police. 3 men were detained in Jaipur and Kota for questioning but later released. Police sources say they need corroborative evidence. Questions like where did the funds and the explosives come from, where were they stored, assembled, and who all were involved need to be answered. Police have confessions that are inadmissible in court of law. Sources say they are now looking for scientific and forensic evidence to make a cast iron case. Bureau Report headlines today.
And shifting focus, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Mayawati created quite a flutter when she said that she had found her successor and that he was being trained to take over. She made it all the more mysterious when she said he was much younger and was being groomed. We tell you who Maya's mystery heir is. His name is Rajaram, the party's national vice president. Here is the story.
हमारी पार्टी का नेतृत्व माननीय कांशीराम जी व मेरी तरह एक दलित वर्ग का बेटा ही और उसमें भी खास तौर से चमार जाति चमार समुदाय का बेटा ही करेगा, जिसको मैं इन सब परिस्थितियों को ध्यान में रखकर ही पिछले कई सालों से अपनी पार्टी की मूवमेंट को चलाने के लिए अंदर प्रयास कर रही हूँ, जिसकी उम्र मेरे से लगभग 18-20 साल कम होगी।
Take a close look at this man. This is Rajaram. He is a Dalit. He is younger than Mayawati and is possibly the successor that she did not wish to name. Rajaram has been keeping a low profile, but is the BSP's national vice president. And if party sources are to be believed, then he is the man whom Maya described as her successor. This young man from Azamgarh was the blue-eyed boy of the late Kanshiram, and the transfer of the mantle was decided when the BSP patriarch was alive. Mayawati has been grooming him to take over India's largest Dalit party. Succession, insiders say, will be smooth, exactly similar to the fashion in which Maya took over from her mentor.
Sources tell us that Mayawati has been grooming Rajaram for so many years now, and also that she got him elected to the Legislative Council of Uttar Pradesh and also handed over the reins of the party to him in Madhya Pradesh.
Rival Samajwadi Party and Congress have labelled Mayawati's move as shrewd caste politics.
राजनीति का उत्तराधिकार जन्म के आधार पर नहीं, कर्म के आधार पर होना चाहिए। तो बसपा में राजाराम हैं, वामपंथियों में सीताराम हैं, तो राजाराम होंगे कि सीताराम होंगे कि जय श्री कृष्ण होंगे, इसका चयन और इसका आकलन कर्म के आधार पर होना चाहिए।
She is too young to nominate her successor,
But Maya Mem Sahib has played her cards well.
आप लोग अच्छे प्रकार से जानते हैं।
She has swayed Dalit emotions by announcing that her successor will also be a Dalit. With Ashar Khan in Delhi, Anirban Banerjee, Headlines Today.
And in a major breakthrough, the Sri Amarnath Sangharsh Samiti has accepted the J&K government's offer to hold talks. Governor N.N. Vora had sent an invitation to the Samiti to resolve the issue through dialogue. However, though the situation in Kashmir was relatively calm today, south of the Pir Panjal, the protests won't stop. Women were at the forefront of protests in Jammu today. Hundreds of slogan-shouting women courted arrest in Jammu, demanding the return of 100 acres of the Amarnath Shrine land. Women holding the tricolour, women shouting slogans, women raising their fists in fury. It was a sea of women on Jammu streets. Hundreds of women participated in the Jail Bharo agitation, and they pledged to keep the protest fires burning. Male protesters could be seen in the background. Later in the evening, the protests got violent and unruly. Protesters attacked the Abhinav Theatre in the evening. They also pelted stones at the police. The police had to resort to lathi charge and tear gas shells to control the mob. A police officer was injured in the clash. A cultural program was scheduled to take place at the theatre. And coming up, a day after Musharraf resigns, 25 people are killed in a blast in Peshawar.
Her statements.
I'm better than Shah Rukh Khan.
Her findings.
And Daler Bandi singing a South Indian song?
Her humor.
North Pole? South Pole? No, the pole that has Mallika dancing around it.
Her curiosity.
Why Abhishek is ignoring John Abraham?
Her claws.
Ominous spell.
Her performance.
Talent was just talking about who else? Mallika Sharaban.
Grandstand. Weeknights at...
You missed it. When you were getting ready, you missed it. When you were driving to work, you missed it. When you were making a presentation, you missed it. And you missed it when you were driving back home. Now don't miss it. Tonight at 8:30, news through the day from all around in a nutshell. Tune into Headlines Tonight with Saka Jacob. From Monday to Friday at 8:30 p.m. Only on Headlines Today. Refreshingly different.
And Pakistan continues to struggle as internal turmoil continues. A day after Pakistan President Pervez Musharraf quit office, blasts ripped through a hospital in the restive northwest frontier province. At least 26 people have been killed and many more injured. The bomb went off in the town of Dera Ismail Khan near Peshawar. The hospital at the time was crowded with Shiite Muslim mourners. The Shiite community had gathered outside the hospital to mourn the death of a Shiite man who was shot earlier on Tuesday in the center of the city. According to officials, the motive for the blast appeared to be sectarian, with the Shiites the apparent targets. The fresh attacks have again exposed the volatility in the country as it deals with extremism, terrorism, and a fragile democracy. And they were united in their mission to oust Musharraf. A day after, fissures are apparent in Pakistan's ruling coalition. Who is in the driving seat, and what does the road ahead look like? The fresh issue is the restoration of judges sacked by Musharraf. New political equations, new power games, and the road ahead seems very rocky.
The dawn of a new political era in Pakistan. As Pervez Musharraf fades into the political twilight. Pakistan's fledgling democracy is seeing frenetic activity. The ruling coalition has to decide the future course for Musharraf and for the nation as well. But even as Musharraf stepped down, the clamour for the top job has already begun.
Is there going to be a rift between Nawaz Sharif and Asif Ali Zardari? At this point of time, they say that, well, we'll work together. It's politics of compulsion at this point of time. But we already noticed some strains between the two.
The combined though try to put up a united front.
Well, I think the coalition will hold. There is a great, the compulsion for the coalition to stay together. We would not have been able to remove Musharraf.
And therein lies the challenge. The post-Musharraf scenario is the real test for the government.
Coalition will now have to apply themselves because they will have no excuse. They'll have to put their act together, and I think it would be a good thing now that the PMLN will also probably join once the judges are restored.
A crucial factor again for bringing stability to the government. Nawaz Sharif's PMLN stands firm on restoring the sacked Supreme Court judges. Something that the PPP has been dilly-dallying over for some time now. It's time now for the government to act, to give the nation a new direction, a new democracy. With Akash Banerjee in Islamabad, Mala Das, Headlines Today.
And coming up, India's sports minister does not know one of the nation's greatest badminton stars. MS Gill asks Gopi Chand, who are you?
The biggest sports stories don't come with an appointment, so you have to be on the ball at all times to go head-on into the fields of play and an insight into what passes between the lines. You need me on the team. If it's sports, it's on Sports Quarter. With me, Shyam Dasgupta, at 8 p.m. every evening, only on Headlines Today. Refreshingly different.
Sports Quarter, brought to you by 1B, natural and effective energy which keeps you always ahead.
Denzel? My name is Denzel. 3 parts O'Connell and a quarter entertainment.
Which is Disco Station Disco.
And I'm game to doing anything to keep you up to speed on entertainment.
Welcome to that day of the year when horror is on. Dancer,
Every night, I'm on EQ. The entertainment quarter, only on Headlines Today.
Refreshingly different. Feels her part of the story. She tells for the first time what actually happened on that day. It's justice at last for Nitish Katara. We at Headlines Today are saying, Ma, tujhe salam. This has come as a rude shock for the man on the street who feels cheated. The standoff between the Gujars and the Rajasthan government has taken an interesting turn. The blasts that rocked the city of Jaipur. You're with Center Stage.
Join Rahul Kaval as he puts the biggest news stories of the day on Center Stage. Center Stage, Monday to Friday at 9:30 p.m. Only on Headlines Today. Refreshingly different.
Make no mistake, this is no ordinary couch. It travels, it entices, it cajoles. It's red hot. It makes my guests talk. And as for my guests, I can vouch. They're people you want to know more about. So every Saturday night, there's me on my couch. Come, sit. Catch us Saturday 9 p.m., Sunday 1 p.m. on the couch with Koel. Only on Headlines Today, refreshingly different.
Sport, where a life is lived in a few seconds. A moment of glory that can last an entire lifetime. You can fall, but then you can rise on a 6-mile trail. Every sport deserves a hero. Join the spirit of hope as India rises to a brand new challenge. The Beijing Olympic Games. You join the fun on Gold Rush on Headlines Today. Refreshing and different. Because sport doesn't just build, it reveals character.
Gold Rush, brought to you by New Ford Fiesta 1.6S, styled to perform, and Confident Group, infrastructure, hospitality, airlines, education, healthcare, entertainment.
Fasten your seatbelts. Get ready to enter the world of the bizarre. It's a mad, mad world. Saturday 1 p.m. and Sunday 6 p.m. Only on Headlines Today. Refreshingly different.
Mad Mad World, brought to you by Coutons, the new look of corporate.
This is the TV Today Network, and you're watching Headlines Today. Refreshingly different.
Welcome back. And in sports news first, Pakistan pacer Mohammad Asif has failed a second dope test. His B sample, which was sent to a Swiss institute, has come out positive for nandrolone. The sample taken during the IPL Championship in India had tested positive in India. Asif had then protested, claiming to be innocent, and his lawyer announced that his B sample would be analysed as per WADA regulations. However, his B sample too has now tested positive in Geneva. Asif has already been suspended by the Pakistan Cricket Board and could face a 2-year ban now. According to reports, the second reading was 5.4 mg of nandrolone, whereas the first was 6.2 mg. The IPL's drugs tribunal comprises Sunil Gavaskar, Dr. Ravi Bapat, former Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, and lawyer Sirish Gupte. And Leander Paes has finally stepped down as India's Davis Cup captain. Paes' decision ends a long and rather controversial stint as Davis Cup skipper. Paes is now to be replaced by former Davis Cupper S.P. Mishra, who will be India's non-playing captain. Paes' resignation has been accepted by the All India Tennis Association. Paes' tenure was marred by fights with Mahesh Bhupati. Even the younger players like Rohan Bopanna and Prakash Amritraj had revolted against the captain. Paes and Bhupati had put aside their differences to come together for the Beijing Olympics, but exited in the quarterfinals. And now, imagine being one of India's most well-known badminton players, and then imagine a completely blank look on the country's sports minister's face. Today, Pulela Gopichand received the shock of his life when, along with Olympian Saina Nehwal, he went to meet the sports minister M.S. Gill in his office. While Gill greeted Saina heartily, he could not recognize Gopichand, who was standing next to Saina, and asked him who he was.
Meet Pulela Gopichand, but not like our honorable sports minister. Pulela won the All England Open Badminton Championships in 2001, only the second Indian to achieve this feat after Prakash Padukone. For his exploits on the court, he won the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna and the Padma Shri. He is one of the most decorated names in Indian sports. And now meet this man, M.S. Gill, the Honorable Sports Minister of our country. Absolutely shameful, Mr. Gill. What makes it worse is Mr. Gill seems to know all about Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Oh, Muhammad Ali, Frazier, which fight, when and how. मैं जानता हूँ नंदू नाटेकर और इसको और सबको जानता हूँ क्योंकि मिला नहीं हूँ अगर मिला भी हूँ बहुत को लेकिन मैं जानता सबको हूँ क्योंकि मैं इनका करियर पूरा फॉलो करता हूँ वैसे ही एज ए सिटीजन नॉट बिकॉज आई एम मिनिस्टर नाउ.
You're right, Mr. Gill, we believe you. But Gopichand, the best we have had in the last 2 decades and the current national coach, needs to introduce himself. And we thought it was the youth of our country that was blamed for not knowing their heritage, their own nation. Ironical that Mr. Gill holds the official title of Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs. With Ravinder Baba and Shimon Ray in Delhi, Achintanan, Headlines Today.
And after the humiliating defeat at Dambulla on Monday, MS Dhoni would be hoping for a better outing this time. But Dhoni has problems aplenty ahead of the second ODI. The biggest being who to send in as Gautam Gambhir's partner.
It's back to the basics for Team India star batsman, and not surprisingly after the humiliating drubbing in the first ODI. At the option net session ahead of the second game, coach Gary Kirsten focused long and hard on the problems troubling Dhoni's Daredevils. With the exception of Gautam Gambhir, all the others participated. Guru Gary was able to unravel the deficiencies plaguing our top order, and this was the advice he gave them. First to Yuvraj Singh.
Get on the front foot a bit more to counter the bounce of the wicket.
Then to Suresh Raina.
Be compact while driving. Don't open the face of the bat.
To Virat Kohli.
Work on your head position. Keep it steady and don't lose your balance.
And to Rohit Sharma.
Don't change your stance. Be careful while driving and tighten up your technique.
Certainly seems like very basic advice, and our batsmen will be well advised to follow it. But will these tidbits help them counter the guile of Murli, Mendes and Was? With Rasesh Mandani in Dambola, Raghav Chopra, Headlines Today.
And Argentina's dream of an Olympic gold stayed on track as they demolished Brazil 3-0 in the semis. Argentina will now play Nigeria, who thrashed Belgium 4-1 in the final. It was a dominant display by the Argentines, orchestrated by Juan Roman Riquelme from the midfield. Sergio Aguero struck first in the 52nd minute and then the 58th minute to give Argentina a 2-0 lead. And then a Riquelme penalty in the 76th minute ensured that Brazil did not have a chance to come back. But there was more misery for Brazil. An Indian boxer, Akhil Kumar, may have crashed out of the Beijing Olympics, but he is certainly not a disheartened man. Shamadas Gupta caught up with him for this exclusive interview.
Well, Akhil Kumar might have lost out, might be going back to India without a single medal, but he certainly won the hearts of everyone in India with the way he's fought, with the way he's committed himself. Akhil, medal तो नहीं मिला, लेकिन कल के बाउट के बारे में कहिए, क्यों आपको लगता है आप हार गए?
अगर मुझे इसके बारे में क्या बताऊं, हार है। इसके बारे में अभी सोचना भी नहीं चाह रहा कि मैं ये सोचूं कि मैं क्यों हार गया, क्योंकि अभी दो बॉक्सर और भी खेलने हैं। मैं चाहता हूं कि परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी आए। अगर मैं अपनी हार को लेकर अभी चिंतित रहूंगा तो मैं उनको मोटिवेट नहीं कर सकता, इसलिए मैं कोई ध्यान नहीं दे रहा हूं इस चीज़ के ऊपर। हाँ, एक हफ्ते के बाद ये जब खत्म हो जाएगा गेम तो मैं पूरा ध्यान दूंगा।
तो हमको लगा कि पहला 2 राउंड में जब आपने बहुत सारे पंचेस मारे, पॉइंट्स शायद आपको जैसे मिलना चाहिए था नहीं मिला, आपको लगता है ऐसे हुआ?
मेरे पास एक SMS आया था, मंजिल पे जिन्हें जाना है वो सिकवा नहीं करते, सिकवे में जोल से कभी पहुंचा नहीं करते। ठीक है, मैं हार गया, मैं तैयार हूँ हार झेलने के लिए। जब जीता था तो खुश था, तो मैं इस चीज़ के लिए भी तैयार हूँ।
विजेंद्र और जितेंद्र के मामले में कहिए, उनको कैसे अप्रोच करना चाहिए अपने बाउट्स?
दोनों बहुत ही अच्छे बॉक्सर हैं। विजेंद्र काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस होल्डर है, एथेंस ओलंपिक पार्टिसिपेट भी हो। मुझे लगता है उन दोनों को कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी, तैयार हैं पूरी तरह से। हाँ, जहाँ उनको मेरी हेल्प की ज़रूरत है मैं कर रहा हूँ उनकी, और कोचेज़ वगैरह मतलब उनकी पूरी वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग जो उनके अपोनेंट हैं दिखा रहे हैं, बार बार खुद प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं। तो मेरे हिसाब से कल कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए, उनको मेडल आएगा बॉक्सिंग के अंदर।
लास्ट फाइट में उन्होंने, जैसे कोच साहब ने भी कहा, ही फॉट द कंप्यूटर के हिसाब से जैसे पॉइंट लेना चाहिए उस तरह से खेला था, उसी तरह से अप्रोच करना चाहिए जितेंद्र को फिर से।
किसी भी तरह स्कोरिंग लेनी है, और स्कोरिंग अप करने के बाद स्कोरिंग देनी नहीं, मतलब टेक्निक भी यही चली हुई है कि भाई स्कोर अप करो, उसके बाद स्कोर मत दो, डिफेंस में आ जाओ। तो मेरे हिसाब से दोनों कैपेबल हैं इस चीज़ के मतलब करने में।
और विजेंद्र ने यह भी कहा था 3 हम हैं क्वार्टर फाइनल में, एक तो कम से कम मेडल बिना लिए हम वापस नहीं आएंगे।
बॉक्सिंग में मेडल आएगा। अब 2 रह गए, मुझे पूरी दोनों पे उम्मीद है, एक की नहीं, मैं दोनों के ऊपर उम्मीद लगा रहा हूँ कि दोनों ही करेंगे।
के लिए थैंक यू हमसे बात करने के लिए।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद भाई साहब, ऐसे साथ देना। 2012 में एक मेडल नहीं, कई मेडल आएंगे, टैलेंट की कमी नहीं है इंडिया में।
With that, it's a wrap of this news bulletin, but let's take a look at the top stories at this hour.
Gujarat police claims Abu Bashir has admitted to his role in the Ahmedabad blasts as evidence of Simi's plans to make liquid bombs are unearthed. Fresh violence erupts in Jammu. Women protesters join in large numbers as a theatre is attacked. Leander Paes steps down as India's Davis Cup captain. He will be replaced by veteran Davis Cupper Sumant Mishra. And trouble hits the big boss's house. Atavale's supporters attack the Colours office, while Jade Goody pulls out after she's diagnosed with cancer. Control, Alt, Blast. IT professionals, doctors and terrorists coming together. It's a lethal cocktail. Liquid bombs, terror, death. Let's show you what was stored in the desktop of Simi chief Safdar Nagori. Headlines Today has exclusive access to police investigation reports and the data downloaded and decoded. Terror plots, abductions and hijacking. This is what Simi had planned out.
Are these pictures of a college chemistry lab? Not quite. This is Simi's laboratory of death. Simi's bomb manufacturing unit. Chemicals of destruction are being prepared here. Chemicals used to manufacture bombs. Headlines Today has exclusive access to these pictures, which are part of a CD seized from Simi chief Safdar Nagori, arrested in March this year.
How do you hijack a plane? Or how do you make liquid bombs? This CD tells you how. The CD was seized from Simi chief Safdar Nagori's computer. It talks about Simi's plans to destabilize India, to carry out blasts, the strategy to hijack an aircraft. The police says that it was all on Simi's hard disk.
Safdar Nagori, Simi chief and according to the police, key conspirator. The Simi Supremo was arrested on 26 March from Indore. And during his interrogation by the Maharashtra ATS, Madhya Pradesh STF and Lucknow police, he revealed information that has provided vital links in tracking the terror trail. This is when the cops found potentially explosive training material on Nagori's desktop. The material was used for training Simi cadres. The recruits went through vigorous physical training like rope climbing, trekking, swimming. Intensive training sessions dealt with trickier stuff like putting together of liquid bombs, hijacking planes, etc. The Intelligence Bureau had alerted state governments about the fast-spreading network of the Simi. A report had been handed over by IB to government officials in April this year, alerting them about Simi planning bomb strikes in the country. The question is, why did the Gujarat government sleep over this high-priority report? Reportedly, out of the 10 people arrested in connection with Ahmedabad blast,